Hello, fight fans. Welcome to More Than a Fight podcast. I'm your host, Jose Alfredo Alcázar, and this is your co host,
Juan.
And this episode is dedicated to the world of MMA. And we'll be touching on tonight's Contender series and a couple other subjects, obviously, from this past weekend. I will be turning it over to our man, John, behind the scenes.
Hey, how's it going? So, first thing first, we're just going to start off with Dana White's Contender series, and they came back in a big way. Uncle Dana was not happy. What do you think, Juan?
He wasn't happy last week. He was very happy this week. I'm sure all the fighters felt the pressure because only one guy got a contract, and he was very mad. And they even the guys that lost today performed.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll just run down real quick who fought tonight. So main event of the evening was Chris Duncan versus Charlie Campbell, and I thought Chris was done, but came back in a big way.
Yeah, man. Campbell was catching him with the uppercuts like nothing. He freaking hit him with like 4, and he got a little too cocky, got a little too close, and got caught with a straight right. And this one put him down for sure. So unfortunate. He had it in the bag and fumbled just a little bit and lost.
And so Chris Duncan walked out with a contract tonight. And then real quick, next one is going to be Vinicius Salvador versus Shannon Rosh, a.k.a. the Turkish Delight. That was an entertaining fight. Salvador kind of put it on him, most of it, but...
Ross is tough, man. He kept getting up, and he didn't stop throwing. And he was actually in the second round, he was catching Salvador, and again, it put him down, but this time he didn't let him recover.
Yeah, exactly. And 100%. Yeah, Ross was sticking around. And I think I wouldn't be surprised we see Ross later down the line.
I think we see Campbell also.
Yeah.
Campbell looked so dominant until he got caught.
Yeah, 100%. Next one, Francis Marshall versus Connor Matthews. This one actually went to a decision, but Marshall dominated the fight. Or, I'm sorry, Fire Marshall dominated the fight the whole night.
Yeah, every round. And, I mean, even after when they were giving out the contracts, they didn't even look like he was in a fight.
Yeah, exactly. Untouched.
I'm glad he got it, though, because he didn't finish. But, I mean, good thing Dana noticed that he was pushing the pace the whole fight and gave him the contract.
And then one more is Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Danilo Suzart, heavyweights. It was an interesting fight. I think there's a lot he needs to learn. Suzart.
Well, yeah, Suzart is not ready.
Yeah.
But Cortez Acosta, ex-baseball player.
Yeah, exactly.
Only fighter from the Dominican Republic in the UFC now. And big guy, 6'4", and you can tell he's well built, and he has a fast right. And I mean, I was impressed how well the Brazilian took the punches for a while, but eventually they caught up to
him. Yeah, they always catch up, right?
Yeah.
And then the last fight, Billy Goff, Jared Goff's brother, versus Shimon Samoshki. TKO first round, and also a surprise.
Yeah, it's Smitrotsky. I butchered his name, but it's his second time in this. He fought last year.
Yep.
And he was winning the fight.
Yeah.
And I called it too. I saw him like a little gassed out, and after that he just couldn't recover. He got caught, went down quick.
Hell yeah. And I think, especially after last week, Dana gave contracts to everybody. You know, and I think that's going to incentivize for next week.
Yeah, I can't wait for next week. It's going to be great. What do you think, Alfredo? What was your favorite fight?
Out of all of them, it was probably Vinicius Salvador and Shannon Ross.
Yeah, they did go back and forth pretty well, man.
Only because I felt like they actually mixed it. They actually mixed up their attack.
Yeah, fair.
True. Yeah, that's why the first 3 fights, yes, they were very rudimentary, I guess you could say, like just not mixing it up. But in reality, even the Francis Marshall versus
Connor Matthews.
Yeah, that was still a skillful fight.
No. Matthews is very good, and he was not in the fight the whole time because he was still in it. But I mean,
but he was getting beat up.
Yeah, he was getting beat up by Marshall. Yeah. So about this past Saturday, what do you think of the card?
UFC 277.
Yeah.
You know, I think the card, good card. It showed up. You know what I mean? And especially for a double championship card, it did well.
Yeah.
You know, and so we'll talk about the first champion fight, Nunes versus Pena 2.
Yeah, it went as I expected. Nunes dominated, and Pena has no quit in her. And in the third, fourth, and fifth, Amanda decided to take it down to the ground. And I mean, I was screaming, "Hey, don't do that! You're gonna!" And sure enough, she almost got submitted a few times.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole argument, like she wanted to go all 5 rounds, right? Nah,
She couldn't finish.
you just couldn't finish her. Yeah.
No, Nunes is too tough. And then we got Moreno versus Kai Kara France. Back
Yes,
and
sir.
forth. And actually, I had France up, especially in the third. He was beating Moreno up. I'm like, damn, dude, this is just, the tide just changed. But as you saw, Moreno came back, and that liver kick, man, it was just perfect.
Yeah, and then the finish up, Kai Kara is gonna be still in it. He's still young. He's gonna be back. We'll see him again. But you know, I'm glad that Moreno has another chance against Figueroa. I don't know what you think about it, but I think Moreno beats him.
I thought he beat him the second. I mean, he beat him the last time, I thought. But I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a judge, but now I can't wait. I think he gets his title back. And France fights Pantoja. That was right before this fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Pantoja beat both of them in the Ultimate Fighter. So
Yeah, no, and we'll
Pretty
touch
much
on
true.
that real quick because I think there's a lot of things on this UFC. Damn, his eye was jacked up.
mhm.
But there was a lot of things on this UFC 277 card that I think really started pushing the promotion. Like a lot of these fights are going to be coming up because of the wins from this last weekend.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, Dana said he didn't like the little thing of Figueiredo
Yeah.
going up there and calling him out.
Little bit-
Brandon
little-
kind of called him up there also.
Yeah,
He wasn't trying to take a spotlight, and I appreciate that. The little call out, you know what's going to go on next, but they didn't go that back and forth like I
Yeah.
wanted them to.
well, because the whole thing was Figueroa coming in acting like, "Oh, I'm going to kick your ass in the ring right now,"
Right.
and Moreno's just being Moreno, being a nice guy,
Too nice.
and completely disarmed Figueredo, and Figueredo didn't know what to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
true.
You've seen the Figueredo and Moreno fights, Fredo. What do you think? Are you excited to see a fourth one or no?
The first time I saw them fight,
I think you saw. I think you saw them all. I think you saw all three.
all of them, but I'm trying to remember which one was my favorite. Was it the?
They were all
first
back
one?
and forth, man.
I think maybe they all
The
were.
second one, Moreno submitted him
Yeah,
in like the second or third round, and then the third, it was a toss up, and Figueiredo got the decision.
yeah. And that one went well.
Okay, maybe it was the first one. Then
the first
I
one is
saw
the
where
draw.
Figueiredo won, but I thought
No. The
Moreno.
first one was a draw.
Oh, okay, then that's
Yeah.
the one. Okay,
The third
that's
one
the one
was
I
a toss-up
remember the
also.
most though, because I remember it was like
They
back
match
and
up very
forth. But
well.
I watched the third one too. No, they're very entertaining fights. I thought they were great. My only question is, where do you guys think is going to take place? The fourth one is going to happen, but not if, but where.
Probably here.
But because Figueiredo was trying to say he wants it in Brazil.
If they fight this year, I think it'll be here. If they can wait till next year, it'll be in Brazil.
Yeah, because Dana White in the press conference was saying they are trying to go back to Brazil next year, but it just depending on the timing of the fight.
Yeah.
But doesn't it also hinge on Figueiredo's recovery? Because he's still not recovered yet from his injury,
well, they say
right?
he'll be back, but he'll be back soon.
Yeah.
He just couldn't fight.
Oh, I
now.
thought he was going to be out for a while.
I
No,
don't think
he's
so.
already been out for a while. He hasn't fought since the last fight.
Yeah. So
Okay. So he's been out for a minute, and then so it'll be interesting. It's going to be the first quadrilogy, I think.
Mm.
You know what I mean, in UFC, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and then we before that, sadly, we're all big fans of Derek Lewis.
Homie, Black Beast,
Yeah.
H-Town's finest.
I was hoping he pulled it off, and
God.
he
He
got
did.
caught. He just face planted. It looked bad. The knockdown looked bad, and
Yeah, exactly.
stopped.
It just looked real bad when he did it. And especially after watching Pena and Nunes and Dana White Contender Series tonight, Derek Lewis is going to be like, what the hell? Like, I can't catch a break. I took one knockdown and everybody else is getting knocked down multiple times.
Right.
It's interesting. But I mean,
I don't think it brings his stock down too much though. He's still always going to be up there.
no, 100%. And even Mike Margolado, you can't really fault him. He did just the way he fell looked horrible, you know, and
He got
just
right
didn't
back
look like
up.
he was
Yeah,
going to be able to fight back.
yeah, but a little too late.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I don't think their stock changes too much, and even the Sergey Povlich, I don't think he really changes too much.
Well, he goes up. I mean, he's going to fight
Yeah.
a higher ranked opponent than
Yeah.
Lewis next.
True, and still has 100% finish rate, so
Yeah.
should be interesting.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna move on to the next one, which is gonna be Anthony Smith versus Magomed Ankalaev.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
is
Ankalaev was the biggest favorite in the card.
yeah,
And I mean, he lived up to what it was. But I mean, I was rooting for the underdog. We've all known Anthony Smith for a while.
yeah,
He beats the young guys, and
the Lionheart. You know what I mean?
yeah, he broke his. Well, not now. They're saying he did break his ankle after all.
Yeah, they're saying ankle, and he's gotta go get surgery.
Yeah. So hey, quick recovery. Can't wait to see him back. And Ankalaev is
Yeah.
almost to the title. So
Yeah,
how that
exactly.
plays
So
out.
this is part of the reason why we want to touch on this fight is because after the event in the post press conference, Dana
Mhm.
White is saying Ankalaev is ready to go. He's basically knocking on the door for a title, so it
Mhm.
should be interesting. You know what I mean?
And this would be a 205?
Yep. Versus the Czech Ninja Warrior.
Yuri doesn't have a fight yet, right?
No, but I saw a video of him on whatever Instagram or whatever. He's training.
Okay.
So I mean,
Maybe he has a fight already lined up. Who knows? But who would be next there? Not Glover. He retired. Unless he wants. No, he's not gonna. I don't know. Glover should have won that, man. He had that. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean, but still, like, I don't know. Do you think Glover comes back for that?
No, he said he's done. He retired, right? Or am I thinking? Am I?
I don't know if he said he retired.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they got Ankalaev. Give me 1 second. I'll show you guys. So they have Ankalaev. I don't know if you guys can see to the right. Yuri Przakov.
I see. Yeah, but who is it? It's Blachowicz. Blachowicz wanted to fight. I
Blachowicz,
forgot.
and then
Yeah, but they
Ankalaev-
haven't agreed to it yet.
Ankalaev just moved up to 3.
Okay.
So
Well, Blachowicz or Ankalaev, that'd be good.
and then Santos is fighting this weekend at 6. So
Yeah,
we'll see
Santos
what-
versus
Jamal Hill. Yeah,
Jamal Hill.
That's gonna be we'll touch on that real quick. The next one I really want to touch on real quick is Alexandre Pantoja versus Alex Perez, and the quick first round rear submission, very quick. One of the only few guys to beat both Kaikara and.
Damn, dude, he weighed 170? No, I'm just kidding. That's a big mistake, but nah. Yeah, he beat both of them, and he's on a win streak. And Roybal right there, and he's coming. He's going to get a title shot soon.
Oh yeah. And the fact that was also another thing Dana said after the fights was he's knocking on the door as well. You know, so I think that UFC 277 really started moving a lot of the stuff around and lining up some decent fights for the rest of the year. You know, and then the next one we're gonna just touch on this weekend. Good old Mareta Thiago Santos versus Jamal Hill with Fredo's tattoos that you're gonna get for himself.
Oh yeah, this is the cat with the
Yeah, man. How do you
with
go wrong with
I
these
got him done in
tattoos,
my
man?
garage tattoos.
Nah,
But,
man.
but even then, I've seen garage tattoos better than that. Come on, man. So
Maybe
I want
he
him to
drove
be a
himself right
champion
here.
just so he can get them fixed, because those
Nah.
are terrible.
That adds character.
Or somebody should just do it out of charity just to fix them. I'm just saying.
Don't change it up.
And
Just
so
leave it.
this one, I think it's gonna be a good fight. Both strikers, you know, we'll see. I think Hill might have an edge, but
Well, he's a younger guy, and he's on a good hot streak.
Thiago Santos is a beast, though.
Oh, he fought John Jones with a broken leg pretty much the
5
whole fight and
rounds.
made it competitive. So
Yeah, that one I
Well,
remember.
then Mohammed Usman, which is Kumaro's brother,
yes,
and you know what? I did not watch the series. The Ultimate Fighter.
yeah, no,
That's my
me
fault.
neither.
But hey, I'm gonna see new fighters, and hopefully they bring it, and we get good stuff there.
Hell yeah. And unfortunately, like I say this every once in a while, but I think that card's gonna be kind of rough.
Yeah, and every time we think that, it ends up being amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm not judging like that. Yes, I don't know many names, but that's when they bring it.
Hell yeah. I want to say there's Sam Alvey's on the card.
Yeah,
Real
I'm
trusty
not even
Alvey.
sure.
You know what I mean? So should be interesting, but definitely tune in for that Santos Hill fight, and then I think next week for Dana White's Contender Series should be legit. We're gonna try to bring you guys that. It's hard to get the rosters ahead of time, because they only get released like maybe this week, I think. But yeah, we got to start pulling that one up, and then
Doing a little more research on them.
yeah, exactly. And then this weekend, anything else other than Santos? We have the one boxing match that's.
Oh yeah.
But
Which one is it, Alfredo?
I'm sorry.
What boxing match is going on?
Oh no.
Oh, Virgil Ortiz is
Yeah,
fighting.
Ortiz
Yeah.
and McKinnison.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's something to watch as well this weekend. So
Absolutely.
should be a decent week of fights, and then we'll be right back.
Yeah, Juan's gonna miss Jake Paul.
Yeah, I was kind of sad when I heard that.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he's really distraught over it. But hey,
one of his
these
first
things happen.
subscribers back in the day, man. Team 10.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, now so we'll see you guys next week. And like, subscribe, and we will see you soon.
All right. Thank you guys.